Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning and enjoying a nice cup of coffee before I go running. And the plan, I have a plan today. I am aware that I'm limited to get any faster by the pace I can run a mile at. And really, of course, if I could only run a mile at 7 minutes, which I think is about my maximum at the moment, probably slightly under. Maybe in the road relay I did, I may have done the first mile slightly under 7 minutes and the second mile slightly over, but I'm not sure that I can run a mile much quicker than 7 minutes, which is going to limit me. And so my plan is to go right back to basics and improve my mile time, which the plan is that's going to improve my times the whole way up. Back in the day, I was quite a good track runner. I ran 2:11 for 800 and 4:26 for 1500, and I ran 9:26 on the track for 3000 and 9:20 on the road for 3000. So I was quite good. I was better and better the further up the distances I went, but I recognised that the reason I got better and better was that I was able to run fast at a mile, and therefore obviously then with the speed endurance I was able to run fast the whole way up to a marathon. Don't plan to run fast at a marathon now, but I am interested to see how far up the over 60 rankings I can get. I had a look at the world times, I had a look at the British times, and I'll let you know more about all those as this journey continues, the kind of goals. But at the moment I just thought I would go and do a track session. Also, I'll also talk about goals and things because they're very personal, and I think goals are great fun because they can stretch us to discover hidden strengths. They can stretch us to develop skills we didn't have. They can stretch us to realise we're more than we thought, to find everything's possible. But it's very key not to have a huge attachment to them. They're great fun. They're great fun for me. I enjoy setting goals. I'm enjoying joining in with you and going, right, let's see what we can do. And so the session I'm going to do today is just very simple. I'm going to do 4x400 meters and give myself as much rest as it takes me to run each 400, and kind of we'll go back to working on 1500 meter sessions for a little bit every week. There are quite a few I used to do as a 1500 meter runner. So I hope the track's open at Battersea. I think it is. I checked, but we will see. Finish my coffee and off we go. I'm on Chelsea Bridge. Whoops, walking around. This is my new selfie stick. It's very exciting because it's Virgin Voyage. It had a little practice run on Sunday just to see that I could do it. And now here I am. It's actually getting lovely and sunny, and the City of London with all its buildings is there, Chelsea Bridge, and it's pretty chilly. Pretty freezing still, but it's beautiful. I'm just going to run over Chelsea Bridge into Battersea Park. So, and as I was jogging here, it's perfect actually. It's probably a 20-minute run for me to get to the track, Battersea, and just so you can see. That's lovely. Look at that. Yeah, it was. Oh, that looks awesome. The red bus on the bridge, and then all those buildings. How do I get to the show? Another bus? I always love that. I said I love buses or bridges. There we are. A landscape, or is it called a landscape when it's buildings? Anyway, that's the scheme. And yes, as I was jogging here, it's about 20 minutes to the track, so it's perfect. If I put it like that, you can see my view better. Whoops. I'm going to run into another runner. I'm a learner driver with this. I was working out that
7-minute miles for 400 metres is 1 minute 45. I'm sure I've done the maths right, because 1:30 is 6-minute miles, so 15 minutes. Oh, there's a thing, boat, on rivers, and try not to get other people who don't want to be in my film. Yeah, it's working it out that 6-minute miles is 1:30. I've been running probably my quickest in the relay is 1:45, because I did 2 7-minute miles. Last weekend I was running 7:09 pace, which would be, quick with the math here, 1:47. So ideally, what I want to do is run quicker than 1:45, really. 4 times with that much recovery, and sets the benchmark. And oh, look at that, the bridge behind. Yeah, it sets a benchmark. And also, I think it's always important with setting any goals is to, especially doing track sessions, it can be quite hard, just to know you've got to keep coming back. So never do it so hard that you don't want to come back again. Always, oh, here we are, Battersea Park, see all the gates, that's the Chelsea gate. I'm going to go across and down to the track, but yeah, it's really important that you train in a way that you can be consistent. And I haven't done anything approaching this kind of session for ages, ages and ages. And I have actually bought some spikes because I got all enthusiastic, but I thought today wasn't the day to try them out for a number of reasons. One, I haven't got loads of time because I've got to get back to work, and 2, it's very cold and I don't want to spend lots of time sitting about putting my shoes on and off, and I'm sure there must be a 3. 3, I'm going to leave them for another time. There we are, here's the track, it's over there, can you see it? That's the track, and this is Battersea Park. It's lovely, it's so tranquil, coming off that bridge with London alive and everybody going off to work. There's lovely trees and greenery and suddenly silence. So yeah, it's just, oh, someone mowing the grass too. That's good. Nice smell of newly mown grass. It's a very spring feeling, isn't it? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I will see you on the track. And there's the track. I love the track. I started on the track. I actually started running 100 metres when I was 14. I ran in the Surrey schools. And then I ran the next year in the 200 metres, and that's what made me want to join the club and get good. And there it's one of us soul, and there's somebody timing him and me, and it's all gone sunny and gorgeous. It's still a bit chilly, but it is absolutely beautiful. I love tracks. I actually ran an incredible track session here back in the day when I was very fast, back in the 80s. I think I was 28. I think I mentioned it in another video. And in those days I could run a mile in under 5 minutes. So I appreciate this body that has a memory. And the 19-year-old who lives inside me, who thinks, oh, why can't we do that again? Which is a lovely spirit that I enjoy. And then it gives me the fun of being in the step, appreciating where I am and what comes out, and setting new lines in the sand with the spirit of the 19-year-old going, come on, we can do it. So I'm going to go and do some strides. I'm not sure how I'm going to set this all up that you can see me, but I'm sure we'll work it out together. I think I've positioned that in a way that you can see me do some strides. I think I'm just going to leave it on to do my strides, but I won't necessarily watch me do full strides, but hopefully it's not going to blow over. We will see. that's 2 done. I did some stretching back at home. I always do a bit of kind of mobilising in the mornings, and I'm doing 4 strides. As I get into the drills, I can add in the drills, but at the moment I'm just going to practice those on Wednesdays. Okay, 2 more strides and then we'll get going. That's it, strides are done. I might take my top off, it's getting a bit warmer. I've done my strides and, oh, where's the, where can you see me better? Probably there. I just had a CIS, Science and Sport Energy Electrolyte, because I'm somebody who's always run in the morning without eating, but I'll have a little bit of fuel to help me. And right, I'm going to do one. I'm going to just put the camera on so you won't, yeah, well, I'll edit it. You'll see me at the end of it, but I'm going to put the camera on and just see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go and see you at the end. $1:38. Oh, I can see why I'm limited at the moment. I'm getting faster. 5k. Right, 1:38 rest, and then off I go again. Okay, number 2. I worked out that was probably a bit fast because that was 6:32 pace. So I'm off again. That was 1:40 and that felt a bit better, but it's exacting. And 2 more. The third one's often the one to hang in there. So I'm doing my rest now. A 1:40 rest. Okay, so I obviously need a bit of practice with this stand, because the last 2 I did, I pressed, anyway, it all went wrong, and I didn't get me running or my report of my times. So now I'll just do a roundup. I've got 1 to go. I did the first one in 1:38. I thought it was a bit fast. I did the next one in 1:40, and that felt good. Then I did the next one in 1:38, feeling quite okay. So now, the last one, I'm going to make sure that I do press the proper button, and you do at least see me do, not that it's exactly exciting viewing, seeing me just running down the track, but the 4th one of my session, 4th and last, coming up now. Okay, so number 4 of 4, with the aim of this session is to improve my mile pace. So last 400 metre rep coming up. That was 1:41. So, it's up now. So, I think when I was jogging here, I thought that 1:40 would be a good goal. So I was right. I'm a very accurate coach. I fall over the curb, and I thought that would be 6:40 pace. I hope you can hear me with this wind. But anyway, I think I was right. But what I did, which is common error, is I did the first one too fast. So I did the first one in 1:37, and then I did 1:40, and then I did 1:38, and then I did 1:41. It wasn't far off, was it? I really enjoyed it. I really love the track. I didn't take my top off, as you can see. It's pretty chilly. I think it's at that point in spring where it's chilly in the mornings and it's quite early. It's still, I'd tell you the time if I could, but I've got my watch still running. So I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm sure there's a way, isn't there? There is a way for me to tell you the time by pressing a button. I'm not, as I said to you, not very data savvy. Oh, I can't do it. No, I'm just doing mad buttons that are telling me laps now at average pace and something else, average heart rate and all those things. Anyway, thank you. I'm gonna jog back. I'll do a little image of, I think Sloane Square would be nice, wouldn't it? And I'll see you later. Right, I'm on my way home. I'm gonna go back a different way. I'm gonna go back. Actually, I wonder if I should tip that a bit more. Getting used to this. I'm going to go back. This is down to the Bandstand where I was racing on Saturday. So I'm going to go back up the King's Road because it's easy for me to stop at Pret and get some salad for my lunch, and also just have a different route. And I really enjoyed that. As I said, I've got to practice at this thing that I'm holding, which is also a stand, because the two in the middle that I did actually think I filmed, but I didn't. So my session, when I was running here, I thought, what's a reasonable aim? And I thought 1:40, which is 6:40 pace. I thought that's a good aim, to be able to run a mile in 6:40, which obviously it's going to take me a bit of training to string that together, but I thought that would be realistic, and I'm quite a good judge of what people are capable of, what's going to be something to stretch for but not blast the system. So I was reasonable with my pacing, a bit fast the first lap. I did 1:37, then I did 1:40, then I did 1:38, then I did 1:41. So that is an average of 1:39, I think, doing quick maths. Do correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, it went well and I really enjoyed it, and I have to say it's really fun doing it with you, because I feel, even though I'm this lone person on the track, well, I wasn't completely lone because there was the other guy training with his coach and then another couple of people turned up, but actually training alone, training with you all there, is really fun. So do let me know whether this is of interest to you, to see the development of helping me run a quicker 5k. Obviously, to run a fast 5k, I've got to be able to run a fast mile. But I'm going the wrong way. I'm at the Bandstand again. There it is behind me. And also, any questions, comments? I was a coach of sport before I was a coach of life, which is what I've been doing for the last 30 odd years, is the coaching people in their lives. But I've also had the element of sport, and I've got a few people I still give ideas to them about their running and all of the ways to improve and to enjoy it. I mean, I absolutely love that. So there are ways to really train with consistency and intent and really love it. So do let me know your thoughts, let me know what you're up to. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you have only first time come to this channel, I am 64 next month in May. I was an international athlete in the 80s and run fast in the past, but I'm enjoying. Last May I thought, let's see what I can do in my 60s. I'd been running barefoot for a few years, like about 6. Well, I was always barefoot actually. I was barefoot as a child. I'm still a barefoot being, but I was actually running barefoot, and now I put my shoes on to run faster, but I live barefoot a lot, and who knows, I still might do some barefoot races. But it was last May, my 63rd birthday, and I thank my sister Rosie, because she started running a few years ago and is absolutely loving it, and she kept inviting me to join her in races, and so I turned up, and it was last May, and it was my birthday weekend, and we went to Richmond and we had cream tea the day before with my husband and Ardy, and we ran 10k in the park, and I ran it in 54 minutes or something, and I was like, I feel quite strong and I think I'd like to see what I can do again. And ever since then I've been training, and my times have come down. My fastest 10k at the moment is 45:09, and my fastest half marathon 1:54, and I'm racing in, where am I racing? I'm racing in Mallorca at the weekend, so I will see you there. But yes, I'm wanting to see how fast I can get in my 60s, and doing it with you is fun. It's like a whole new running career. So please press the like if you like it, the bell if you'd like to be notified, and subscribe if you haven't, and join me, Run with Julia.